Hello guys, so ito ang ating final exam, hands-on, and we will start with geometry. Kaya ito siya. So naka-metric ako. Mag-start ako dito sa base. So let this be my first node. So at 0 yan. And then I will just select that. Tapos translate ko ng distance x1. So ito munang ibubuin ko yung base. So that is at 4.5. Then at x. Tapos I will copy this at z direction at distance z1, which is 4 meters. Then link steps ko lang. Kunyari. Ayan. So let me check. So ang x is 4, distance is 4.5, which is this x1. Ayan, 4.5. And then ito naman, ito yung distance na z1, which is 4 meters. Okay, next is generate ko na siya pataas at y. Then two steps. Ang first step natin is y1 and that is 3.6 followed by y2 which is 2.8. And then link steps mo lang yan. And then tanggalin na natin ito. Tapos next step is mag-group na tayo. So Control G. Our first group is roof beam. And then create ulit. Next is 2F beam. So ito yung sinusunod ko, ano? Then create. Next is 2F column. And then last 1F column. And then mag-assign na tayo. So si roof beam, we will assign it here. Then associate. Tapos si 2F beam, i-assign natin dyan. Then associate. Tapos 2F column. Associate. And then 1F column associate. So let's check. Ayan, highlight. Yan. And then, gagawa rin tayo ng slab. Ayan, so roof slab, tsaka 2F slab. So we have here RF slab and two F slab. So yung roof beam, i-assign natin dito. Yan. Tapos, 2F slab, i-assign natin dyan sa second floor. Yan. So, we will highlight. Yan siya. And then, highlight. Oops. Oh. Mali. So, 2F beam is 9 to 12. Palitan lang natin to ng 9. Yan. So, check. And then, check. Yan. Okay, next. mag-a-assign na tayo ng properties. So, sa roof beam, buhayin lang natin yan, si Control G. So, our first is rectangle, 280 by 380. Okay, 0.38 by 0.28. Then, we will assign this to roof beam. Then, assign. Next, so input na natin lahat yan. Okay. So next is, ayan na, sa second floor beam, this is 0.45 by 0.28. Add, tapos 0.3 by 0.3. Add, then 0.35 by 0.35, and then add. Tapos, itong 28 by 450, i-assign natin kahit 2F beam. So, I will highlight. Then, ayan, assign to selected beams. Tapos, 2F column. Then, assign. Tapos, 1F column. And assign. Okay, so let's check. Itong 28 by 38 nasa roof beam. 28 by 45 nasa second floor beam. 30 by 30, 2F column. 35 by 35 is 1F column. And then check natin kung tama yung orientation ng beams. So mag 3D rendering tayo. Ayan, so okay. Next is, ayusin natin yung properties. Itong elasticity of concrete tsaka yung unit weight. So pupunta tayo dito sa utilities, sa command file. And then dito tayo sa define material. Yan. So itong elasticity, palitan natin yan ng 2.13756. Ayan. 2. Ayan. 13756. So sa elasticity. And then yung unit weight, 23.5616. Okay, so let us save that. Followed by save your work once in a while, ano? Supports na tayo. So, nakasulat dito ay all fixed supports. Okay, so punta tayo ngayon dito kay supports. So, create, then fixed, and then add. Then, assign lang natin yan dito sa mukha. Tapos, ang next ay crack section. So, punta tayo kay specification, beam, and then property reduction factors. Tapos, RIY is 0.7. RIZ is 0.7. And then add. Tapos, we will assign this to all columns. Okay? But we will do that later. Gawa muna tayo ng para sa beams naman. So, RIY is 0.35. Then, RIJ is 0.35. Okay? So, yan lang muna. Then, add. Oops. Para sa column, RIX is also 0.7. Okay? So, change natin yan. So, ayan. 0.7, 0.7, 0.7. Then, dito naman sa beams, yung RIX niya magiging 0.01. Yan. RIX is 0.01. RIY is 0.35. RIJ is 0.35. Change. And then, ito, i-assign natin sa lahat ng vertical members. So, parallel to Y. Yan. And then, mag-inverse lang tayo. We will assign this to beams. So, nag-manual selection na lang ako. No? Then, assign. So, yung 0.7 columns, yung 0.35 sa beams. So, we just finished yung geometry. Now, we proceed to loads. So, ito yung ating loads. Kaya, dito tayo sa loading. And then, load and definitions, reference load definitions, and then add. Okay, so the title is refload DL. Okay, reference load DL. And then yung loading type niya is dead. Okay, so remember that this is number 1, loading type is dead. Then the title is refload DL. Then add, then close. And then dito, mag-add tayo ng self-weight. Okay, y negative 1, then add. Tapos, assign natin yan kay view. Yan. And then we are still at dead load. So, ito ang ilalagay natin. So, self-weight, roof slab, tsaka railing. And then, sa second floor loads, we also have self-weight, second floor slab, exterior wall, and yan lang. Wala na tayong interior wall for now. Okay, so delete ko lang yan. Yan lang. Okay, so balik ako dito. Click ko lang yan. And then add member load. So unahin natin tong railing. So that is uniform force minus 3.5. Then add. Tsaka exterior wall na minus 10. then add. Okay, so tapos na tayo dito sa self-weight. So, kukulayan ko lang yan, kunyari, para hindi ako nawala. And then, yung minus 3.5 is I will assign it to the roof. So, dito, no? Yan. So, mamarkahan ko na yan. And then, itong minus 10 naman sa exterior wall. So, I will assign this here sa second floor. Yan. Next is slab loads. Okay? So, punta ako dito, then add, tapos floor load, and then group. Okay? And then 5.9. Yeah. So minus 5.9. This is two-way distribution. So wag mong i-click-click yan. No? And this is assigned at the roof. So i-click-click mo yan dyan. Next is second floor slab is also negative 5.9. So i-click ko yan and then add. So ito na yon, roof slab tsaka second floor slab. Okay, yan. So i-read ko na rin yan. And then, dito na tayo ngayon sa live load. But before going to live load, punta muna tayo sa utilities. I mean dito sa editor. Tapos, punta tayo dito sa reference loads. Ayan. So make sure na meron tayong end defined reference loads. And then, punta tayo sa rigid diaphragm. So dito tayo sa specifications, tapos node, then floor diaphragm, and then the height is y1 is 3.6. Yan. So just type there 3.6. Then you click add. Okay. Tapos node ulit. Dito kay floor diaphragm, huwag nung i-check yan, ano? Then yung height is y1 plus y2. This becomes now 3, 4, 5, 6.4. Okay, so that is 6.4. Then add. Yan. So pag clinic mo yan, naka-check to, no? Nag-highlight tong second floor, and then ito nag-highlight yung nodes at roof level. And then let's do seismic definitions, or ito yung UBC 97 parameters. So let's go to loading, then definitions, seismic, tapos add. You click UBC 97. Okay, and then ang zone natin ay 0.4, importance is 1, 8.5, ito na tayo, 8.5, soil type is 4, tapos NA is 1.0, ito, NV is 1.3, Then CT is 0.0731. Then you click add. Okay, do not check accidental load. So double check natin, 0.4, ayan, 1, 8.5, 8.54, and then 1, 1.3, 0.0731, and then add. Then close. And then gawa na tayo ng load cases details. So dito tayo kay load cases details. Then add. The first is number 1, seismic ito. Okay, seismic H or horizontal. And then i-title natin yan ng EX. Then add. Tapos 2, seismic horizontal pa rin. Let's take this as EZ. And then 3 is dead. Then title niyan ay DL. And then yung 4 is live. Title is LL. Then add. Then close. Next. Dito sa zone 0.4 something something, click mo lang yan. Then you click add. Tapos click mo tong reference load. And then click mo yan. Then click mo tong arrow right. Then factor is 1 along Y. Add. And then close. Okay. Tapos sa load cases details dito sa EX, you click add. And then you click seismic. Ayan. Tapos, the direction is X factor is 1. And then multiplying factor for accidental torsion is 0.05. For natural torsion, it is 1. Okay? Yeah. So factor X, 1. Factor for torsion, 0.05. Natural is 1. Then add. Close. Then dito rin kay Z, click mo yung add. So UBC, seismic loads. Tapos ang direction naman niya ay Z, factor is 1. Check mo yan. This is 0.05. Tapos natural is 1. Okay, and then add and then close. Mapapansin nyo, this is positive 1 in both directions X and Z. Okay? Next, mag-check na tayo ng maglalagay na tayo ng soft story. So dito sa utilities, sa command file, punta tayo kay diaphragm. Dito, sa dulo ni diaphragm, mag-comment tayo dyan ng check soft story fase 7. Okay? Yan lang. After which is save your work and then punta tayo ng live load. Yan. Okay, so mag-add tayo ngayon. So dito, live load, click add, and then floor load. So sa roof loads, that is negative 1.9. So i-click mo yung group. Negative 1.9, then click mo si roof slab. Tapos kay live sa second floor, i-read na natin yan, ano? Kay second floor naman, negative 2.2. Ayan. So, ire-red ko na rin yan. Then, click mo si second floor slab and then add. Then, close. Okay, so let's check. Kay live load. So, second floor slab. Oops, hindi nawala si roof slab. So, i-add ko lang yan. So, floor load. Group si roof slab is negative 1.9. Then, add. Close. Yun. Okay. So, second floor. Yan. Yung kulay blue. And then, negative 1.9 kay roof slab. Live load. Yan. Ano? Oops. Meron tayong nakalimutan. Si dead load, wala siyang plus. So, hindi natin siya na-loadan. So, I will just click that and then add. Then, you click repeat load. Ayan. Tapos, piliin mo lang si reference load, TL, ayan. And then, click mo lang si arrow right, factor is 1, and then add. And then, close. Okay, so ayan na, meron na. So kung ano yung ginawa natin dito sa taas, dyan sa reference load, yan din yung napunta dito kay DL. Okay, so yan din yun. Next is, punta tayo kay command file. So just before finish, yan, let's type here perform analysis. And then load list all. Then save your work. So let's check for base shear. So pili tayo kay run analysis. Tapos check natin yan. May one error. View output file. And then ayan. May isang error. Check soft story. Ayun, hindi natin nailagay yung AC7. Okay, so balik tayo doon. Check soft story. AC7. Then save. Tapos, let's analyze again. Ayan, 0 error, 1 warning, 8 note. Let's check yung 1 warning. So, if this, yung 1 warning, okay lang yan. No soft story, so it is okay. Tapos, okay lang yan, 8 messages. Yan, if this UVC, okay lang din yan. So, everything looks good for now. And then, kunin natin yung seismic mass tsaka base shear. And then, dito natin yan makikita sa post-processing. I mean dito sa output. Yan. So, yung seismic mass is 600.3 kilonewton. Tapos yung base shear is 77.69. Okay? So, remember this, 600.3. Pupunta tayo ngayon sa post-processing. Diyan. Tapos, click natin si reactions. Punta tayo kay statics check dito. Tapos, tingnan natin si FY for load case number 3. Yan. So, ayan o. Load case number 3 is, remember that load case number 3 is dead. So, ayan, 600.3. Kaya, okay. So, parehas siya kanina dun sa may analysis output yung seismic mass. Ayan, 600.3. Kasi, pag hindi yan pareho, ito, 600.3 tapos dito sa seismic mass, then there is something wrong. Next, gagawa na tayo ng load combination for drift check sa itong 5 to 8. So, punta tayo ngayon kay analytical modeling, loading, then load cases details, and then click add, define combination. And then load number 5 is, ayan, 1.2 dead. So that is 1.2 D plus 0.5 L. Oops. Wala. Wait. Wala. Okay, so let's repeat. Load number 5, ayan. So this is define combination. Then the title is ito, 1.2D. Copy ko na lang yan para mabilis. Yan. Then 1.2, click ko si dead. Tapos 0.5, click ko si live. Then 1, i-click ko si EX. Then add. Then close. Okay, next is mamano-mano ko na. Punta ko dito kay utilities. Yan. So, remember, meron tayong 5, 6, 7, 8. Ano? 5, 6, 7, 8. So, this is 5, 6, 7, 8. Ang nag-iba lang dito is yung mga signs. So, yun o. Positive X, positive Z, then negative X, negative Z. Okay? So, positive X, ayan, positive Z, then dito negative X, negative Z. Yan. So, pwede yan. Tapos, I will just copy this. 3, 3, 3. Ngayon, ano tong EZ? So, si EZ is load case number 2. So, papalitan ko lang yan ng 2. And then, ito, EX is load case 1. And then, EZ is load case 2. Pero, lalagyan na natin to ng negative tsaka negative. Remember that the number na may decimal point, yan yung load factor. Okay? So 1, 2, 1, 2, positive, positive, negative, negative. Then, save your work. Okay, so maglagay tayo dito ng comment. This is load com for drift check. Next. dito na tayo sa 0.9 dead plus EX. So, pwede ko rin gawin na dito, no? So, load tomb 9 is 0.9 dead plus EX. Yan. And this now becomes 3 space 0.9 tapos 1 then 1.0. Yan. Okay. Tapos I will just copy this. 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is positive EZ, negative EX, and negative EZ. Yan. So same thing, paste, paste, paste. Ito, magpapalit lang si EZ, which is load case number 2. Yan. And then, ito magiging negative yung load factor. Then, save your work. Okay, so diretso na tayo kay load case, oops, 8, 9, this is 10. Na, no? Then this is 11 and 12. So diretso na tayo kay load case number 13. Then this is load pump for RC design. Yan. So we start with load combination number 13. And dito na tayo, no? So 1.4D. Okay, so this is simply 1.4D. And that is 3, 1.4. Ngayon, punta tayo kay load pump 14. So si 14 ay 1.2 dead plus 1.6. Live. Okay, so 3, 1.2. Then 4, 1.6. Then, punta na tayo kay 15 to 18. So, yung 15 to 18, ito siya, no? Yan. So, gawa muna tayo ng isa. Load pump 15. So, this is 1.53 dead plus 0.5 L plus E X. Okay, next. Oops. Sixteen, 17, 18. Yan. So 15, 16, 17, 18. Ang papalitan mo lang naman dito, ito magiging Z, ito EX, EZ, pero ito ay negative, tsaka negative. Yan. So this becomes now 3 space 1.53 and then 4 space 0.5 then 1 space 1.0. Yung 3, that is dead load. Yung 4, yan yung live load, kaya 0.5 yun. Then yung 1, that is EX. Ito. So we will copy this, paste it here. Ito magiging 2. Then, paste it here. Ito magiging negative. Paste mo dyan. Ito magiging 2. And then, this is negative 1. Okay? So, maglagay lang ako ng comment dyan. Now, let's go to 19. Load comp 19. 1.23. So, yung load comp 19 is 1.23 dead plus EX. Yeah. So, this is 3, 1.23. Diretso na tayo kay 1, then 1.0. Okay, so we will copy this 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then, palitan natin po ng 19, 20, 21, 22. Tapos, ito magiging Z, X, Z, then negative, tsaka negative. Okay, so ito magiging 2, 2, negative, and negative. Next, now let's go to 23 to 26. Pwede pong i-copy yan. Paste ko dito. So 23 is 0.57D plus EX. Okay? So 0.57. Dito na tayo, no? Ayan. Then 1 tapos positive 1. Now let's copy this 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Tapos 23, 24, 25, 26. Then ito magiging easy, easy. Then ito negative and negative. Tapos this becomes 2, 1, 2, and then negative, negative. Okay? So, kompleto na tayo sa load combination. Save your work once in a while. And then, let us check the drift. Okay? Ang allowable drift factor is mostly 0.0042. Okay? So, punta tayo ngayon kay analysis and design. And then, mag-load list muna tayo. Take note, ang drift check is 5 to 8 tapos 9 to 12. Okay? So, punta tayo ngayon kay ito, load list. And then, ang pipiliin natin ay si 5 hanggang 12. Then, arrow right. Tapos, i-click OK. And then, punta tayo ngayon kay post analysis, commands. Tapos, punta tayo kay define command. And then, check after current. Tapos, click mo si story drift. And then, ang allowable factor niya is 0.0042. Ganyan. Then, add. Then, close. Okay, so lagay ko lang dito. Drift factor is 0.0042. just in case makalimutan. Okay? And then, mag-analyze tayo. So, run analysis. So, 0 errors, 1 warning, 8 notes. Punta tayo ngayon kay output file. Then, you click soft story. Dapat, ayan, no soft story. And then, i-click mo rin si story drift. Dapat, pumasa siya. Yan, pass, pass, pass. So, pwede na tayong mag-design. Okay? And then, punta na tayo ngayon kay design. So, nasa si design. Ayun, si design. Yan. Okay, so click design. Punta tayo kay concrete. Tapos post analysis commands. Then, define commands. Load list. And then, ang pipili natin is C13 hanggang 26. Ayan. Okay. 13 to 26. So, ito. 13 hanggang 26. Then, arrow right. Add. And then, close. And then, click mo ulit si design. Concrete. And then, ang current code natin is 318.2011. Yan. Current code is 318.2011. And then, punta tayo ngayon kay select parameters, double arrow left. Ang pipiliin lang natin dyan ay si CLB, CLS, CLT, and then FC, FY main, FY sec, max main, mid main, tsaka mid sec, which is eto yon, ano? Then we will click OK. Then let's click define parameters. So yung CLB, clear cover, is 40 mm. Kaya ito ay 0.04, add CLS, 0.04, add CLT, 0.04, add. Oops, may nakalimutan tayo. So, we will assign this to view. Assign to view. Ganon din ito. Assign to view. Then, ganon din yan. Assign to view. And then, i-highlight ko na yan. Tapos, balik tayo kay define parameter. Punta na tayo kay FC, which is yung concrete. So, yung FC natin is 2680. 2680. Yan. Okay? Then, assign. Tapos, yung FY main, or that is the main bars. This is 227,530. This is megapascal. Ano? Kilopascal pala yan, ano? Kasi kilonewton per meter square. In megapascal, this is 227.53. So, assign. Tapos, punta tayo ngayon kay FY sec. Si FY sec is secondary bars. The same thing, 227,530. Then, assign Tapos si max main is 25. We will also assign min main is 16. Assign again. Then min sec is 10 mm. Then assign. Then close. Okay. Then let us click commands. Tapos, click mo si design beam and then add design column and then add, then close. Ngayon, i-click natin tong si design beam and then select group. Click mo si roof beam. Then, okay. Tapos design column. Oops. Select group. Click mo si 2F column. Yan. And then, balik ako dito sa command file. Yan. Pwede akong magdagdag dito. Okay. So, design beam. Then, gawin ko lang yung 2F beam. Tapos dito, design column. Gawin ko itong 1F column. Then, save. Tapos, let's analyze. Ayan. So, 0 error, 1 warning, 8 nodes. So, okay lang yan. Then, let's look for the word fail. Okay. So, the first thing to look for is the word fail. So, find all. Okay. So, wala, no? Next is to look for the word suitable. So, find all. Wala ulit. So, very good. Next is to find the word no proper. Then find all. And then find the word exceed. And finally, find the word torsion value. Then find all. So, ibig sabihin, okay na yung ating structure. So, save your work. So, pasado na lahat. Ngayon, ito na ang fill upan natin. So, dito sa ating sample, ito yung kailangan. Envelope moments at roof beam at grid A12. So, nasan ngayon si roof beam at grid A12? Ito. So, ito si grid A and then 12. So, ito yon, no? So, pag dinouble click ko yan, punta tayo ngayon sa post-processing. Then, you just click OK. Tapos, punta tayo dito kay MZ. Then, ito lang ang palabasin natin, ano? Yan lang. So, select view. Selected objects. Yan lang. Tapos, balik tayo dito kay post processing. Yan. Beam results, ano? Then, click mo yung MZ. Tapos, i-click mo yung envelope. Click mo yung MZ, ano? Yan. Then, click natin tong si envelope. Yun. Tapos, annotate na tayo. So, nasan ngayon si annotate? Ayun. Okay? So, i-maximize ko lang ito. Yun siya, no? Annotate, and then, click mo yung beam results, you click ends, at saka midpoint. Yan. Pwede mo rin i-click yung maximum, then annotate, then close. So, remember na, yung green, yung start node. Okay, so maximum is 47.14. Kaya yan yung ilalagay mo dito. 47.14. Tapos 15.498. So this is 15.498. Sa kabilang dulo, 47.14. And then 4.373. By the way, anong load combination kaya ang pinili niya, no? So, balik tayo dito kay analytical modeling. Then, punta tayo dito kay loading. Yan. So, by the way, check lang natin yung mga load combinations na ginamit. So, balik ako dito sa utilities. So, may command file. And then, dito tayo sa baba. Doon sa drift, ang ginamit niya na combination sa drift ay ito yun, ano? 5 to 8 tsaka 9 to 12. Yan. Dapat tanggalin na natin to. And then yung load list, dyan siya sa taas. So, pwede tong maging 5 to 12. Tapos, print story drift. Yan. And then, etong after story drift, yan na. Start concrete design. Yan. Load list 13 to 26. Okay? So, check muna natin yung story drift. So, I will remark all of this. Yan. Okay, so 5 to 12, sinundan na natin yan. This is for drift check. And then, analysis. Okay, so diaphragm, soft story, okay, drift, pass lahat. And then, balik na tayo sa concrete design. Yan. And then, turn off muna natin ito. Turn off na rin natin tong AC7. Yan. Turn off pa na yan since pasado naman na. Tapos, i-turn off ko na rin itong drift. Tapos, i-on ko na itong load list 13 to 26 hanggang dito sa end concrete design. Yan. Then, save. Okay. So, 13 to 26 tapos analysis again. then view output file. Hanapin mo ulit yung mga words na fail. Wala. Tapos suitable. And then no proper. Tapos exceed. And finally, torsion value. Yan. So, okay na lahat. Ngayon, balik na tayo. Mag-fill up na tayo dito ulit. So, grid A12, yan. So, we will just select this. Tapos, punta tayo kay post-processing. Yan. And then, i-click, maximize lang natin to. I-click natin si MZ. Okay, palakihin lang natin yan. Yan, hanggang lumabas yung word na annotate, beam results, and midpoint. Then, annotate. Tapos, click natin tong envelope. Yan. So, that is 47.14. Ayan siya. 15.498. 47.14. 4.375. Yan. 4.373. Tapos, ito 28.827. Then, sa taas, 0. Yan. Okay, so check natin kung talagang 0 siya. Yan. Ayun, 0 nga talaga. So that's how you input your values here. Next, punta tayo ngayon kay reactions. So, ang sabi dito, dead and live. So, punta tayo dito kay display host structure, then post-processing. I-off na natin to. Punta tayo ngayon kay reactions. So, nasa nitong B1. Okay, so grid B and then 1. So, dito, yan. Which is ito. So, i-click lang natin si dead tsaka si live. Okay? Oops. Yan, i-click mo yung dead. And ito yung hinahanap natin. So, ang answer dun yung Y150.075. Okay? So, ayan, reactions, dead load at this grid B1. 150.075. 150.075. Tapos, yung live naman, i-click mo yan, live, dito pa rin. So, that is 18.45. Next, punta tayo ngayon kay column forces. So, meron tayong column sa first floor, meron din tayong column sa second floor. Pero anong grid? It is at grid A2. So, this is at grid A, then this is at grid 2. So, definitely ito yon. So, i-double click mo yan. Okay? And then, you click concrete design. Diretso na tayo dyan sa concrete design. And then, yan. 2F column at grid 2. So, second floor ha. 2F column at grid A2. A2, which is this. So, yung PU niya, ay 91.19. Yan, yun. Tapos, yung MZ niya is 47.14. At yung MY niya, 23.76. Yan na. Okay? So, may chances na yung MZ dito sa, okay, punta tayo dito, no? Sa post-processing ulit. Then, this is beam 14. Punta tayo dito kay beam results. Click natin to just for demonstration purposes. Punta tayo kay range. And then, click natin si beam 14. Yan. Then, okay. So, nasan si beam 14? Ayun. Then, you click summary. So, yung FY niya, ayun dito ay yung PU niya is 91.19. Okay? Pero dito, FX, this is FX actually, actual force yun, ano? FX, hindi FY. Kasi pag FY, shear yan. So, actual force tayo, FX. 100.946 yung maximum dito. Pero ang nakalagay dito is 91.19. Next, ang MZ niya 47.14. Pero pagdating dito, yung MZ maximum niya, ayun, 47.14. So, tumama, no? Next is, yung MY niya, 23.76. Dito naman, yung MY niya is 38. Yan. So, bakit hindi sila magkakapareho? Dahil ang ginagawa ni Stan, kinukuha niya yung combination ng axial force tsaka moments in both direction. Kinukuha niya yung combination niyang tatlong yan na magproproduce na pinakamalaking area ng steel. Yan. So, ito yung lumalabas na AS required. Pinakamalaking AS required ang hahanapin niya. Okay? So, yan. So, hatiin mo lang ito ng 4, then determine mo kung anong fit ng diameter. So, lumalabas dyan ay 4 na pirasong 25 mm. Kung gusto mo naman, ayaw mo ng 25 mm, pwede kang gumamit ng, let's say, 20 mm. Sa corner bars, maglagay ka ng mid bars. Basta ma-reach mo yung greater than 1776. Okay, so what's next? What are your findings? Kayo nang bahala dito. What are your recommendations? Kayo na rin ang bahala dyan. Ngayon, kung meron kayong nakitang findings na fail, ano? If in case nag-fail dahil take note na yung problem natin ay existing building. Kung nag-fail, let's say yung column mo nag-fail, okay? Ibig sabihin wala siyang pinalabas na bakal. Isusulat mo dito. Column 1F at grid B1 is fail. Yun. Ano ang recommendations mo? Siyempre, sasabihin mo na increase mo yung section o kaya increase mo rin yung bakal. Simple answers lang, ano? So, okay guys, that's it. Thank you for listening.